Welcome back to the ESL 1 Cologne qualifiers, where we're getting into our final map between Heroic and Team Vitality. These two squads are fighting for a spot at the Cologne LAN, and only one of them is going to get it at this stage. They might both get it. You know, loser just dropped to the losers finals. Take on the winner of North versus Avangard, which is coming up in about 40 minutes time. There's a good chance we'll miss the start of that match, but I'll take us right into it as soon as this one is over. For now, though, we stand on Overpass, the final map of this best of three. We saw some confident maps coming in from both sides. Heroic winning out Mirage 16-12. Nuke going Vitality's way at 16-8. And Overpass. Bit of a similar sort of win rate from both sides. Similar sort of maps played out. Honestly, I don't really know where it's going to go. I'm not going to bother with a prediction. I'm just going to say enjoy the hype, enjoy the match, because this may just be a very fun one. Heroic to start things off on CT side. The defuse kit out for Freiburg on the pistol round with a double flash set up for that lone veteran, as Vitality had the double flash and smoke for ZywOo. Meanwhile, as they get ready to go straight into the defaults, out towards the connector area. 3 players with Vitality in underpass, including the bomber ZywOo. Passive jump faces from Heroic will look for the early information, but nothing going to get gained. The T side slowly move up towards the mid position to set up for the A-bomb site. Apex caught off guard. Blame will try and look for the players coming in from the mid position and call in for backup. Freiburg is on the way with a flash out as Blame continues to push up against Apex. Still get bracketed in towards the backhand side, and it'll be a flank that works for the opening kill. Freiburg also down, so defuse kit out of play, and a 5-on-3 scenario for Vitality to start. Make it a 2-man scenario available for the Heroic side. Starman will come with 1 kill. Attack with a second headshot in the same. The NBK right around this corner will deal with him, and it will all be left to Starvin. 1 versus 3. USP in play. Not going to happen. Not against MBK. 2K for MBK. And a first on the board for Team Vitality. Big start for the Frenchman. Unfortunately, Blame getting a bit overly aggressive, could not get the first kill on the board. And if he did, then maybe that would have swung a different way for Heroic. But as it stands, they're down to force by status. 3 scouts, a Deagle and a CZ coming in against the full-blown range of SMGs out for Vitality. Head Kevlar bought smartly from Starvin. You're able to fend off the MP5 and that Mac 10's coming through from the Heroic side. No one-shot headshots today. ZywOo will start things off by taking out Esatag, who had a piece of Kevlar with no helmet. Starvin now facing against the AK-47. That's where they have a helmet. It's not going to work out for them, but nades in, damage done. Alex will take him down. Simple affair right now for Vitality. Very clearly they have the firepower base to deal with this force up. And it will be 2 players alive for Heroic to come in for this one. Nice nade on the bomb site. Might do some damage. And yeah, tags ZywOo very, very low. Blame finisher off the job with a scout kill. But it's only an SMG loss, so they won't be too fussed about that, Vitality. Because they've got a 2-0 start here on the T side. And Heroic got nothing to work with going into round 3. The scout and the CZ better to get saved for the sake of the Kevlar and the rifle. Because other than that, there should be no investment from the Heroic side.
Terrorists win.
The scouts in. Once again, only 2 weapons here for Heroic. CZ in for Starvin, dropped out by the likes of Blame. Most of the AKs. USP for ZywOo, clearly going for the AWP in the next round. So we can stay alive with the head Kevlar, and they certainly will be able to go for it. Meanwhile, Heroic going for the triple boost, and Apex spots it, just denies the positioning. Just as Starvin got up there as well. Could have done some damage with that, but in the end it will be a rotation for Vitality. 2 players there to defend against it. The 3 that were there on the boost spot. Well, two of them will stack up and try to see if they can look in towards short. A third's just going to defend the bomb site in general, where Apex is challenging. We'll spot the both players, take them down. Nice $1,200 in the bank for the MAC-10. Freiburg dismantled all the same. They think it's going to be B. But it is actually going to be B here in the AK firepower against the pistol. Should be able to overwhelm, and they are going to be able to overwhelm the heroic squad. Nato Safi for the scout, trying to get out of dodge. A backstab coming in meanwhile from Zaiwu, the USP. To get a knife kill perhaps, it's possible. Always not seen on the way out. Nato without the slightest of clues. Zaiwu not looking the right way, still going to whiff the scout shot, and that will be Zaiwu closing it out. So, triple for Apex, nicely done for him to farm up the cash. And a pause being called. This is technical for Team Vitality. We saw some issues with Apex in his connection earlier. Not sure what specifically happened with that, but... This round there seems to be no major issues in terms of ping or anything, so... Well, the actual guesses, well, your guess is as good as mine, so... Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, whatever the issue is. I mean, most of these technical pauses have been pretty quickly over and done with over the course of the weekend's action, so... I can hope for the best. Yeah, I am being told the game is about to go unpause essentially, so... Heroic will be up for a buy in this round with 4 AUGs coming in. Nato Safix considering that AWP, he's got the money for it. The part that excites me, he's got $6,000, so he can buy an AWP Kevlar utility set. The full works for the Heroic side. Meanwhile, Vitality haven't opted to upgrade to an AWP. They're sticking with that scout on Zaiwu for the moment. Maybe that might be changed before the actual round kicks off. You can see the pause has been cancelled, so we can go. Yeah, Nato Suffix will buy that AWP. Kevlar, no helmet. Flash and a smoke. For the Heroic side, there's Freiburg. And Blame start things off with some utility plays. Smoke towards the monster area. Molotov in to try and stop the T-Con control, but Vitality going to rush past it anyway with the smoke back in their own right, and flashbangs in to try and push Blame off angle. They will be successfully doing so. He rephases, sprays on 2 and gets them both down. Alex and RPK going to pay for their aggression in the middle area. Heroic find a 5-on-3, almost 2, as Apex took a lot of damage in the monster face. The MAC-10 not doing well against the AUGs. Vitality try and play passive behind these smokes, going to find another way to break into the bomb site. They might have to go for short control. Best bit of the map they have at the moment. I'd say from there they'll probably work off the back of an execute. Heroic have effectively shut this whole thing down. As Molotov's in from Zaiwu, onto Toxic, will force that angle. That reswipe back from the CT side, he'll know that there's a man close. Vitality, other than that, not a lot to work with, not in terms of info, not in terms of utility either. Smoke flash and HE between Zaiwu and Apex. So if Zaiwu goes down, that's a lot of that taken out of play. NBK will rotate to join his teammates over on the short position. Meanwhile, Heroic going to try and set up a boost here behind the half wall. Or the graffiti wall, depending on which part of the world you're from. ZywOo will take early damage, seeing that the boost spot's in play. MBK will tap his way to victory as Freiburg will trade back over in the heaven position. Look for a second man, and he lands that spray. No trouble for him. And ZywOo left with an AK in his hands. 10 seconds to plant the bomb. We'll try going for the smoke, but Freiburg times it perfectly, reads it perfectly. Gets an AK for his trouble, or not. Sticks with the AUG. That's fine, it's personal preference. Still have their same single AWP full scope setup here on the heroic side, so Vitality still got a full buy to contend with regardless of what the weapons specifically are for heroic. They'll play passive, expecting aggression, but no one from heroic looking to face up here. You can see the contrast of AWPers here towards long. One watching Park, one watching all the way up to top long, but no one's going to face. 60 seconds will remain for Vitality for their hit to come through. Eventually the Molotovs will go down. They will try and gain that mid control, but very passive stuff coming through from the Frenchman. Finally, MBK is going to start flashing it over towards the B bomb site. But for an opening kill, spots Esa tag, only gets tag damage done to him, and that might prompt a rotation from the CT forces. But I think they've got the info that there are 3 here towards the bathroom. The double face from Starvin, and Esa tag will deal with their lurker. Alex now, flash through the smoke, got to find Blame, close, but Blame wins out the fight. Once again, it's a 5 versus 3, heroic. On angles, isolating these 1v1s, and they're winning them. Now burst fire through the smoke will do tons of damage to Apex as ZywOo goes full into the AWP of NATO Sapphics. It's another clean and easy round from the heroic side. With RPK spotted out towards long, Freiburg will deal with him. Nice and easy for the CT forces. Dismantling of Vitality, and that's the way they want to see it happen if you're heroic. A pause will be called, tactical for Vitality. Seem pretty liberal use of pauses today, which is absolutely fine. Because both teams will need a decent shout at this. Like a force buy from Vitality as well in this next round. It's going to be pretty hard with only 2 pistols coming through, 3 rifles, the PT-50s for ZywOo and RPK. Apex will take first challenge out towards the park position, facing from the AWP of NATO Sapphic. Is going to let them cross, and Molotovs won't stall them. Heroic's going to have to fall back towards the A bomb site and hold the decent defensives. Vitality established connected control, mid control most likely. Alex will flash them in to make certain of that. But other than a PC utility being thrown down, is very passive stuff coming through from the C side forces. NATO Sapphics gets the first Blame, comes up with a secondary kill on Apex, a 5 versus 3 already. They made their way onto the bomb site. NATO spotted out by RPK. Quick headshot from the AK might buy a decent chance, but further nades coming through from Blame to do damage to try and hold down the long control. He will spot and spray RPK to death. ZywOo, man on the bomb site, low HP at 20 points of HP. Alex will try and challenge, but Freiburg will deal with him. And Blame comes through with a triple kill overall, a great defensive towards long, and Vitality, a little bit of firepower being shown by those AKs. But unfortunately not enough against the full-blown buy of Heroic. They'll go back in, they'll pick up those AKs, they'll go for the AWP, I believe. Why did NATO Sapphics drop it? I don't think they can find it. Either way, still weapon saved. The bomb plant for Vitality could justify the force buy here. RPK is buying pistol Kevlar. Nope, they're going to go half onto this one. Alright, that's fair. Vitality sitting on 3 rounds lost bonus. The 4th will allow them to buy here regardless. CTs look up and into the defaults. Out towards Monster, they put a couple nades down over to the B bomb side. Doing some damage to S tag, but very little by comparison. Especially when you consider that more damage was done to ZywOo in the utility trades. Heroic hold passive mid control. As Blame hears those footsteps in the bathrooms, will not be able to challenge them directly, but he'll face around a call against RPK and take him down for the opening kill of the round. Blame and NATO both going to have to rotate back. The smokes will go up to try and stop the T-side push coming in towards long, but it doesn't matter because the main T-side forces are here towards mid. Damage done to MBK. Alex will aggress. Freiburg, no idea this is about to hit him. AK now picked up. He'll look towards NATO and Blame. Knows that these two players are around his corner and almost lands a headshot on the orb. Second phase will work out well for the T-side player, but he's not ready for Blame on the reface. Apex is, though, and makes a 3 versus 2 work. Favor of Vitality. AK still trying around towards Starvin, and he's not ready behind the dumpster barrels. Neither is Esatag, who's also dealt with. Vitality maintain control of their lead just about here against Heroic. As fast plays overwhelm the forces of the CT side. A rebuy should still come through. AWPs, AUGs. Well, defaults as passive as ever coming in from Vitality. Got a little bit of mid control and 3 players coming out of connector. CTs will drop down. Try and find rotations towards the B bomb site. I say that though, and they still got a little bit of mid control coming in from Blame. Nades in on Alex. Ooh, done the damage, and a spray from Blame will continue to put 26 points of health left on him. Line sprays from Heroic. Gonna try and take the early advantage, but only a HP advantage above Alex at this stage. 45 seconds left to go. Vitality look back in to the A bomb site. Now allow the likes of Alex to push up so close to this one. The AWP close against it, and Alex still going to sneak through the boost up. And Alex is going to sit passive, try and hold down A site harassment as the real hit comes through towards B. 25 seconds, and NATO Safix backstab play does spot Alex, so he should be able to deal with this man. Indeed he does. But now they've got to go straight rotations back. This is risky from Vitality, but they have forced them away towards Dumpster and Bank. Meanwhile, one player will wait back here. Starvin will deal with him as ZywOo comes up with a kill. It will be a 4 versus 3. Retake favor the CT side as the bomb does go down, and MBK covers up the backstab. Starvin extremely hurt, and he will go falling. So back to evens we will be. Heroic have a defuse kit in on Freiburg. He cannot afford to go down. No smoke from the Ninja. They've got to clear out these T-side players in mid, in bathrooms. Orb shots ringing out from ZywOo. They can't seem to find positions here on the bathrooms entrance. Watching the bomb. Flashbangs come through. Taps it once. Forces the peek. They all peek together as MBK gets himself a kill. Looking for his second. He'll land it. ZywOo's dealt with. But now NATO Safix caught in the crossfire. Allows NBK with a 4K. And Vitality for 5 on the T-side board. Heroic will be forced down by the amount here. Not a lot of money kicking about. This might be an eco from them. Yeah, it will be. P250 for Starvin. The USP is out for everybody else. No Kevlar. No utility, obviously. Vitality open things up straight onto Toxic. Starvin, of course, going to go down. Second player is at a tag, and he almost takes out Apex. Caught in the reload. Freiburg missing his shots. That's a shame. And we'll go taking that player eventually. So 1 AK out of play for the T side, but not much other than that. Nice one touch from MBK. And NATO finishing off the job for this man. Should just be able to take him down. Well, the AWP and the AK combine on the last 2. So team ace for Vitality, 6-3 is the scoreboard. And Heroic have enough money to go for the buy here in the next round. It will be a very hard graph buy, though. Not a lot of cash still sitting around for the CTs. And they'll take a pause to decide what to do here. Force up. Go for eco. Go for half buy. They can go for a half buy, and they certainly won't have an opportunity. I think that would be a wasted potential, though, in this round. And that's the real issue. It's like Tag's going to have problems buying, as will Blame. They can get M4s. AWP for Freiburg is the main issue here. That's what they've got to consider. Do they want to go for the AWP buy in the next round? Do they want to let Vitality get away with 7th? Or do they want to force the issue with regular rifles right now? And yeah, they will go for the force of the rifles. For Mars in for Blame. Freiburg, M4 Starvin, AUG. Tag going to go for an SMG with utility and NATO Suffix. M4. Head Kevlar for Tag, not going to be mean much here. Everybody else with regular Kevlar. As the AKs, the AUG from MBK could be protected against by here, Tag. But for now, very passive players from Vitality. I think they're suspecting this to be a rifle buy. Look at how far pushed up as well Blame's gotten himself into the park side. Vitality might not read this. Oh, they do. Never mind. He gives up the position. Apex knows exactly where to aim, and he'll go down a bit overzealous from Blame. Giving up the man advantage here for Heroic now. Vitality moving towards long and mid once again. They've got NATO Suffix to deal with it. Rotations on the way from Freiburg. Flashbang in towards long. We'll stall for the long push for the moment. Both players going to focus on mid. MBK and RPK. Not responding to that utility with a flashbang of their own right now. Flashes in towards the mid position. Vitality going to start to go for the execute setup here. One player will roll back towards connecting to cover up any rotations, but meanwhile Alex will come forward on NATO Suffix to take him down, look for the secondary kill on Tag. But look at Freiburg, backed up, gets himself 2 kills, dropping that bomb for the moment. Zywoo's going to force the issue. P250 out, will land the 1 taps, and Starvin comes forward on rotation to try and deny it, but a 1 versus 2. Bomb plant is safe here for Zywoo, or is it? No, it is behind the boxes. And he'll peek out, spot the man, can't get the flick, but will certainly get the control out. Starvin denying that Molotov with a smoke. Getting more vision blocked than anything else, but close range P250 doesn't land the headshot. Starvin still got a chance. AUG versus 2 in the back. They could line up for him. He takes them both down. And he gets the triple kill, giving Heroic a chance. A 4th back on the CT board as Vitality misstep a little bit and give a decent shout for the CTs. Nades coming through from Heroic early on, going to do some damage to Zywoo. AWP back over at T-Con. 44 points of health. Something that flashbangs over towards the long will try and force Heroic off angle, but again, they're being as passive as ever. Except for NATO Suffix, who has direct vision into Monster. Catching Apex as he pushes a bit too far forward. No flash support, nothing there, just prodding for information, and he'll get his information, but it'll come at the cost of his life. Vitality work the default out towards mid and long. One player lurking back on B-bomb site, that's MBK. Tag and Starvin both going to try and challenge this man, but the AK certainly at the advantage here. Headshots aplenty, will land it, get dinked down though, so it's only a 1-for-1 trade. Heroic defensive still going to stall for time on Vitality, down to just 40 seconds. They do finally pick apart Freiburg. Zywoo does catch off Blame as he lands a leg shot against the AWP. And NATO Suffix not going to get much done here with his own AWP. Nades on towards him, 31 points of health. The bomb will get planted, and this should be a save call. Oh, a nade dunk. This might still be a chance though. 20 seconds remaining. No follow-up. It wouldn't have worked onto RPK. If they had the backstab in position over towards the bathrooms, then maybe, just maybe, they might have been able to deny it, but NATO and Starvin know. It's not going to happen. The flashbang in will allow Starvin to make his way up, but he's going to get predictably killed off by Alex. And Vitality are going to extend their lead to 3 rounds in deficit for Heroic. NATO on the defensive for the AWP. Going to start chasing them. They're going to go hunting for this kill. Trying to wait out. Does take MBK with him at least. But will he get away alive from Alex? It looks like he might just. Those footsteps. And yeah. Again, Heroic not giving a chance to pick up the pace, not giving a chance to pick up the slacks, essentially. Can't build a decent economy line, no loss bonus for them. No money built up here for the Heroic side. One kill comes in, Apex, NBK, Alex, all going to challenge for control here towards the connector area, and they will be able to find themselves 2 frags. AWP for NATO Sapix, P250 for ESL. Spots MBK, taps him, takes him down. 1 rifle gained. At this point, I'll probably just look to save. Vitality have got full control of the B bomb site, unless NATO Sapix does something absolutely nuts, so. All eyes on the same. Holier than this bomb site. 1 kill to his name, falls back, but Apex and Alex quickly turn it back around. It'll be 8 on the board, 14 Vitality. Heroic now will have a buy-up. Molotovs in from the CT side. Will try and stall for a bit of time to try and stop them from getting out towards Park. Burst fire from the AUG will spray through, get Alex. NATO Sapix looking for a bit more. RPK will trade, and the Overpass will connect straight to the IGL. 4 versus 3. IGL, AWP. What am I saying, IGL? Of course, he wasn't carrying the AWP, but he was the AWP. Starvin spots 1 more man out towards the monster position. That smokes will go up. T side will continue to look towards this default. The bomb on the back, of course, for RPK. And 60 seconds remaining for Vitality. They are in the driver's seat, but a bit of a backstab coming through from ESL. If he's allowed to get this together, MBK will be ready to mark it off. Oh, but his side's turn, and ESL will turn it back to 3 versus 3. Still a possible defensive now as the flashbangs come forward, and Starvin takes out RPK, dropping the bomb and everything. Last 2 players, 1 towards short. Apex will try and recover, but the second flashbang will not come through. Starvin will peek and get his head taken clean off. It's all left to Freiburg, who's been a fantastic player so far in this matchup, and he'll show up when they need him the most. 1 kill on Apex. Zywoo left alone with the AWP out. Right around the corner, gets the flick on ESL, now up against Freiburg, the Deagle doesn't land it. Dink down to 10 points of health. And the flashbang knows where he is, can't land the headshot, desperately looking for a wall bang. The AWP also there, 14 seconds! And he gets the flick. Zywoo saving the round for Team Vitality. Keeping 9 rolling, 3 in a row for the T side. Gonna leave not a lot left for Heroic as a result. Half buy back in, sitting around about max loss bonus if the maths is correct for my status. Zywoo with a clutch and a half, and now the T's will take easy control out of this one. Good deagle from Freiburg, catches the second one, okay. Alex falling down to try to deal with this man as ESL is taken out of the play, and eventually they will be able to recover the situation. As RPK finishes off the job against Blame. 10 on the board for Vitality to turn the half back around. A tactical pause called for Vitality, interestingly enough. I wouldn't have thought it would be tactical at this late in the half, considering how close we are to the end of the half. But probably to let things simmer here for Heroic, let them know that, yeah, it's not gone well. Ten to 5 half, at least for Team Vitality. Favor of the T side. Heroic better have a game plan once again. Just like the likes of Nuke. Well, that's certainly not a good sign whatsoever. Nice try, though. Molotov's in. Apex is boosted up, but the smoke's up. Actually, I do get the information out for it, and Freiburg will take out Alex as a result. That's the tag around the corner. Gets Apex. 5 on 3 as Vitality are giving away these 1v1s now. Zaiwu will rotate around and pick up that AWP. AWP, that bomb. Wow. It's happening again, guys. I can't speak. He's got the bomb on his back. Passed off to MBK. Will have the AWP in his hands. All 3 players remaining for Vitality. Look on towards the A-bomb site. Freiburg's there. Now Safix on long with Blame, interestingly. They've got a bit of a stack going. Rotations can come through thick and fast from Heroic. There's 30 seconds remain. Vitality are going to go for the execute. Smokes in, flashes over, nades in, directly landing into Freiburg. Actually going a bit too deep at the bank. And Neo Savage from this hook can just cut them off. Bomb drop, second face against RPK will go well. And Zaiwu left out in a 1 versus 5 in the smokes on the truck. Will take down Starvin, but the nades in against him will finish off the job. So it will be a 5th for Heroic to bring this within touching distance still. The 10-5 half, but it can be recovered. Pistol Force Eco, or Pistol Eco, Rifle Eco. And suddenly you're within 2 or 1 rounds. You can bet your bottom dollar that Heroic will not let this go too easily. Vitality, though, pretty dominating T-side half. They had control for a majority of it. Some pretty decent clutches coming through from the likes of Zaiwu as well. Certainly make you a believer in the Frenchman. If there are any Danish fans left, they need to rally behind the Heroic side. Vitality, very similar situation to the way Nuke went. Advantage at the end of the T side. And if it goes anywhere like Nuke did, then it will end up being a very, very easy affair for them. Pistol round for this second half about to come to fruition for Vitality and Heroic. Vitality, with a pistol victory, will put themselves within qualification for ESL 1 Cologne. And many expect them to be in this position. I guess they expect them in the face against North in this upper bracket final, but Heroic still throwing up a bit of a fight, keeping this as close as they possibly can. They go forth into their pistol buy. P250 for Freiburg, a flash and a smoke for him, a single flash, smoke, and HE for NATO Safix. The Glock on him. The fuse and HE for RPK, interestingly enough. I guess you're trying to go for an early stack on the nade, potentially. Out towards the B-bomb site, actually. We're not going to the defensive line. Instead, it's out towards the mid position where MBK will strike first. Starvin trades him right back. Two more players from CTs will be pushing in behind them at long. Playing close. Eventually, they'll turn back around, and NATO Safix will be able to get the kills. Blame comes back on towards Apex, but ZywOo and Apex hold control. 2v2. Bomb still picked up. They make their way into short, and RPK is the man to defend it way out of position on the rotation towards A. We'll get here. Look for the headshots. Can't find Freiburg, but we'll bounce that nade into Blame, which will do a little bit of damage, but not take him out. They can't deny the bomb plant. ZywOo and RPK to retake it. ZywOo's got to do the heavy lifting. He's the one with the Kevlar. But RPK will peek first. This is dangerous. Against Freiburg, he'll go down. So it's all left to ZywOo, and Freiburg knows it's right around this corner. P250 shut down for the 2K, and Heroic will take a pistol here on the T side. A very important one again to try and keep the survival against Vitality. Last map of the series. Heroic motion to move towards mid. Again, same sort of setup from Vitality. 2 players in mid, 2 players in the long position. Heroic will be ready for this long stack though. You can see that they are set up with angles ready to cut them off. Safix watching the middle area. Blame's watching long, as is Estatag. Some smokes and Molotov to try and get a little bit of control here, but I'm going to keep one eye on a swivel. As Alex and Apex will combine towards Connector, interestingly enough, to get Starvin down. And they're going to find the bomb as well. If they extend so far forward, yes they are. Alex, bomb control. Can he win out Estatag? Yes he can. Third kill not going to be found here. It's Freiburg to trade it back with the MAC-10, but now ZywOo and MBK have the information they need, and Freiburg has no idea that these 2 players are out here. He'll be challenged off by the first. Second player moving in closer. The T's do gain control, but this bomb has been siphoned off from the Heroic side. MBK will get taken down, but ZywOo, excuse me, going to cut spot out. Freiburg burst fire through, hold him out for a couple more seconds, try and get this bomb dropped. If he can get this kill, then this will be round over, essentially. He will be traded. RPK and Apex extremely low, as RPK is dealt with on the A-bomb site. NATO Safix coming in with his kill in the round. And what looked like an interesting forced by strap from Vitality will fall to pieces against Heroic. Apex in a 1v3. Unfortunately, can only grab the MAC-10 in this case. Fall away with just an SMG, no rifles being gained by Vitality. They'll concede a 7th to the Heroic side. They still lead by 3 rounds though. And that's the most important thing. But they are losing ground, and that's also just as important. Eco from Vitality will lead Heroic up to an 8th. Or at least it should do. We've seen the Pistols do some really, really ridiculous stuff between Vitality and Heroic so far. So let's see if this will be another one of those rounds. Stack on towards the B bomb site. Heroic playing their default around B. 2 players moving close towards the short position, 1 out towards the underpass. NATO and Estatag Far out positions, ready for the pushes to come through from the CTs at other angles, at long, at Monster. And nades in from Vitality. It looks like they just want to rain thunder back against the T side whenever they move in from Monster or short. Whichever one adjusts, I'm not really sure, but either way. 60 seconds, bomb picked up by Asatag. Heroic looking like want to commit towards the B bomb site, which is a very concerning factor. They will spot RPK, force him out of position. Flashbangs in will allow Pete to come through from Apex. RPK dealt with, however, towards the bomb site itself. He'll spot that bomb. Freiburg coming forward. Apex will turn the SMG back around onto Freiburg. It's like a full versus 4. Bomb isolated on the other side. 40 seconds to go for a very long rotation for Heroic. Might have to go through connector as NATO Savage makes his way up towards the A bomb site, and they're going to hold face for a moment. Don't need to face this one, boys. The bomb's still on rotation, but they're still going to try and challenge for the AK kill. They will get him down, and Zaiwu spots the next man. Will he go for the challenge? 25 seconds. Vitality teetering on a knife's edge from this victory, with Alex also being here on the A bomb site, back behind the truck. He's going to play spoiler, wait for the bomb plant to come through, and just deny it at the last second. 15 of those seconds remain. Nades in on back. Zaiwu will get dunked on, and Alex going to wait a hand round for this one. Bomb plant taken towards default. Alex not being watched for. Starvin will turn around for it and take him down. So, one spoiler player, but no kills for him. Apex grabs the AK, holding back towards connector. Has to save this one. And Heroic now within 2 of the lead of Vitality, 10-8. With a rebuy coming back in from the Frenchman, this could still end up tipping back to their favor. Heroic, though, bringing this as close as they possibly can. Not going to make this an easy victory for Vitality, even if it is a victory at all. Heroic want this spot at ESL 1 Cologne. Molotov's in, Asatag putting some more back down for the T side. Looks like they're going to go fast in towards the B bomb site initially. They've got short peaks coming through, but Blame and Freiburg do not see anyone. The jump face from the CT side, meanwhile, will catch them out to the short area. RPK will strike first for Vitality. Asatag caught off guard towards Monster. Flashes will come through. MBK looking for wallbang tags, but nothing is going to go his way. The CT's very focused fire here on the bomb sites. Blame going to force out the kills on 2 players. Zaiwu, meanwhile with the AWP trade. 3 versus 3. The bomb yet to commit to the bomb site, but it will get picked up. NATO Safex with it on his back. AWP in tow. And Alex, the only man to defend, rotated in. MBK will come and support him. A lot of damage coming through against the T-side line as MBK catches Blame. But Alex looks for a secondary frag on Freiburg, so it all rests on NATO Safex. The newest signing for Heroic. Can he stand up for his team? Will spot Alex, will take his head off his shoulders. A little bit awkward on that one. But it's against Zaiwu. Almost loses the AWP, but now has the angle locked, and Zaiwu's not going to go down to the headshot. I thought NATO had that. He'll plant the bomb. Zaiwu will creep closer. And a flashbang in from NATO will try and force the peek from the AWP, but little does he know he's made his way all the way around the corner. Zaiwu outplaying NATO Safex by being silent as anything. 11 on the board for the Frenchman, reinstating their lead against Heroic. Tactical pause for Vitality. I honest to God would have thought that would have been from Heroic. Two pauses used by Vitality, 1 so far from Heroic in this one, so they've got a little bit of tactical time that they can use. The buy-ups come through from both sides. AWPs on 2, rifles are plenty. For Marcin, for MBK will be a little bit weak, as meanwhile the smokes go out towards the mid position. blind off the initial facing as Heroic made their way into the middle area. Blame will be that first contact. MBK back in the bathrooms will try and take phase. ZywOo watching into the monster position, and look at how close MBK wants to get here. The CT player could do a lot of damage, but the smokes up will just hold passive against Heroic. Eventually, the T side will rotate over to the B push, into Monster. Two players ready to lock it down with Alex close and RPK at Toxic. Smokes back from the CT side as well will support this Monster position. Utility comes in towards the middle area, but no one from the T side's there. All of Heroic spreading out here towards that B bomb site. As RPK and Alex get ready for the crossfire, but short control lacking from the CTs. Flashes in. Heroic will make their move as Attack takes down one. RPK with a trade. Attack doubles up though. He's still got ZywOo to deal with him on the bomb site. Haven't quite dealt with him just yet. The smokes will go up, find a little bit of vision off of the CT side, and Neosaphics finally strikes. Apex going down. ZywOo peeking into the same angle, but Attack has him marked off. And NBK, all that remains, way out of angle here for the CTs. I think it was a missed flash from the CT side that blinded off Alex and RPK out there. Either way, Heroic capitalized on it, 2-for-1 trade, and from there, everything went their favor. 9. The two goal, wow, I think I'm casting football again. I'm terrible at this. 2-round lead for Vitality still.
Terrorists win.
Working off about 4 rounds lost bonus here for the CT side. I imagine this will be an eco. Upgraded pistols, yeah. For Marcin, for MBK. Best they say from the last round. And the AWP, the AK is coming through from Heroic. Standard stuff, this should be double digits. RPK takes Nays to the face. Starve and Attack get those frags. Alex hoping for a lucky shot through the smoke, but nothing's going to go for him. The CTs do stack up the B-bomb side, which is... Ooh! Going to allow for at least a couple kills to go their way. Alex does turn on towards Blame. Getting rid of those rifles, making sure that the Vitality side don't get their hands on them, so good play there from Heroic. Utility coming in, and finally MBK is going to go back to A. Try and hold down this bomb site because Heroic could be on rotations. They've been very quiet over on B. With the FAMAS, what can he do to defend against all of the oncoming T-side forces? He might be joined by a couple. In fact, you can see Alex is pushing in for the backstab. Starver, no idea what's about to hit him straight in the face. Bomb being dropped, and that's crucial. Alex just knows to fall right back. He's bought serious time for Vitality. And he knows that that bomb is in the mid position now. Back over to the B bomb site just in case. We'll decide just to wait back here as the stack now it formulates over towards A. 3 players here to defend it, but ZywOo is first casualty. Still got MBK, still got Apex. And MBK burst fires, AK will deal with him. Apex with the Deagles up will take the first man down, but nowhere near the second. 10 seconds left though, he's dropped that bomb. The bomb plant should be coming in a second. Hold up, Freiburg not spotted out, but Alex, no vision being going onto him. Look around this corner, both players defined. Will he get them both? Freiburg up to face, Deagles out. Second shot against Neosaphics is missing all the bullets. Has to reload, P250 up close. Will clutch it for the T side as Vitality damn near decode their way to victory. Look at the quick kick coming in from the heroic side. It's straight out of the gate. The T's and making their way in. Tag with 2 frags. Alex and RPK trying right back, and Tag blind firing his way on through, caught in the reload. And no, he doesn't. He gets Alex down. There's no left to blame as all the trades come up all to the CT side. A clutch once again for Heroic as he does take RPK back to 1 versus 1. ZywOo with the AWP back in jungle. Bomb can get picked up. But what does Blame do from here? Up v AK. Headshot versus body shot. Big clutcher on that CT side. ZywOo's done it before, and Blame so carefully. He's caught out in a very wrong angle. We'll start to move back over to the ramp. He has no idea where ZywOo is. He's checking every single angle. "45 seconds remain. ZywOo's convinced he's going to plant towards B, and Blame is considering rotations, considering going towards connector, but I don't think he's got the time for this. Up to default, Molotov's in. We'll confirm the positions. ZywOo going to peek out. And once again, creeps slowly around. Did Blame learn from his teammates' mistakes? The answer to that question is no, as he falls victim to the exact same angle as NATO Safix did a few rounds ago.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Force buy back from Heroic will come through for this next one. Mac 10 Deagle, 3 AKs. The rifles must perform. Flashes over the edge. Attack makes his way in, spot the first man. MBK coming in on rotation with an MP9 to work with. 2 players, 3 players up in his crosshairs. Drops that bomb, looks for Blame in second. Can't connect it to the third though. Starvin will trade, but overall it's a 2-for-1. Favor Vitality, and Apex knows how many players are here towards the mid position. He's hearing all these footsteps. Connecting the dots, spots 2 on the flashbang, takes down a bomb planter another time. Looking for Tag, can't get the dink down. Still got another player on that bomb site. It's ZywOo. Spotting NATO Safix, connecting the AWP shot as standard. And Tag left alone. 10 HP to his name for one of the most ridiculous clutches if it actually happens, but other than that, probably won't. And indeed it won't. RPK with the final spray. And Heroic's hand may have been forced now. Eco incoming for the T side. Apex to start things off. Spray on the second. Bomb dropped. Easy as. SMG kills to farm up the cash for Vitality and keep the economy bases in check. Although Freiburg with some blind shots. Alright. Calm down, Vakberg. Only an SMG out of place. Vitality not too fussed about that. Heroic. Spread out across the entire line here. The main T-side players do form up and go towards the B-bomb site. Safix creeping closer here. Might be able to find an angle to work with the smokes up. He'll get the information of the one player's there. Spray through. Alex deals with Freiburg. 4v2, now make it one. NATO does just about to sneak the bomb plant in. But it's relative round success here for Heroic, but you can see the scoreline.
Terrorists win.
2 away for Vitality to qualify for ESL 1 Cologne. Orps out AKs, AUGs, M4 for Apex. And the AK-47 to the rest of Heroic. But this may be their final buy in this one. They need to get the victory. 3 players out to Park, about to run into the crossfire of ZywOo and MBK. Great flashbang will blind off the AWP, but MBK strikes first with a kill. Traded back by the likes of Blame, but ZywOo's got the AWP and he is alive and kicking. Blame down out towards long, 2-for-1 trade, favor to the Vitality side. That's not a good look for Heroic. The AWP in for ZywOo. Continues to watch out the long position. The smokes will go up. Apex will creep closer. Try and take MBK's positioning here. Swing around that corner. Will he catch the bomb planter? No, instead Esatag is going to wait behind the rock and turn it back to 3 versus 3. But has to rotate away now. Has got to join the main T-side force. Heroic slowly rotate back over to the B-bomb site, looking for an all-important round. I can't stress how important this is for them. If Vitality win this round, it's most likely going to be match over. Certainly match point. Look at RPK and Alex setting themselves up so efficiently. Here comes Freiburg. RPK sees the shadow. He calls it in. Backups here. They line up for Alex. And Esatag's left alone. 1v2 clutch. Already got himself 1 kill. Bomb on his back. Going to force the issue out the left-hand side. Alex going to win it. Match point for Vitality. Qualifier point at this stage. 1 more round and they'll be going to Cologne. And Heroic will take a tactical pause. They must do so. They have no choice. This has to be the best round of 4-sport Counter-Strike you will ever see if they want to stay alive. The very last hurdle as well. Vitality meeting them at the end, and both teams are throwing up a heck of a fight. But 5 rounds in a row for Heroic to go to OT to keep us alive in the upper finals. Of course, do remember that immediately following this match, we're jumping on with North versus Avangard. That best of 3 series is currently underway, so we'll get straight into that one as soon as this one's over. So AWP's in, AK's out. 2 UMPs and a Galil for Heroic. It's not a great buy, not a fantastic buy at all. Heroic start to quick burst their way into the mid position. NBK around this corner. ZywOo strikes first. And as NBK comes up with a second, the T side suddenly look a little bit exposed. 3 more kills to go for Vitality to book their chance back in. Heroic trying to stay alive. Blame takes the mid control, flashbangs in, he'll take contact, 2 players out, King's Apex bursts on through, can't get the picks. MBK also flashed out, he's got ZywOo with the AWP he's dealt with. Back to evens will go as MBK finally strikes, looking to blame around this corner, it's a 2 versus 2. Heroic now to deal with Alex, the bomb plant will come through from Esatag, and he'll swing around the corner, look for Alex. Molotov's coming just at the same time, he'll burn a little bit, but look for the man around this corner. Flash phase, he takes one, RPK to a 1v1, still to clutch it, not checking, playing towards bank, and he'll save it for Heroic. We continue to play between these 2 teams on Overpass. And Vitality will take a pause. The trades looked like they were so good for Heroic for a moment. The Vitality still teetering on the edge here at match and qualifier tournament. Qualifier point. And what a recovery in a 3 versus 5 for Heroic to keep this one under contention. Rebuys back. NATO Safik strikes first. Big frag for him. MBK facing up to the double face of Esatag. He'll take him down. Try to burst fire back through to do the wallbang damage, but only little bits of damage done to Esatag as Freiburg finds Alex, and Vitality just start running into Heroic at this stage. Hearing one player, suspicious on the second. RPK should swing around the Freiburg to get this kill. They should now know where Apex is. 1v5, he'll rotate back over to A, but this is going to be a Heroic round. As the AWP kill started, a cheeky face towards Connector certainly got shut down and everybody else crumbled around it. Heroic within 3 of the OT. And Vitality will be on eco territory. Rush coming through towards Connector in mid. I mean, this could actually isolate the likes of Starvin. It could take him down if he's not careful. USPs can be deadly at close ranges, especially when you have a stack like this going. That's why a lot of teams go for stacks on eco rounds. But they'll play passively. Nathan flashes in. And Heroic start to slow face up. Blame will start to see these T-side players. Oh, sees that stack as well, like, yeah, I'm out, thank you. And should dismantle them here with the ult and the AK. 14 points of damage done to Blame with those USPs. Triple kill for him, double for Safix. And Vitality up for the buy. It will be a half buy, actually, for this one. I thought they would have been invested into 4, but I guess they want to bring this one close to 30. Five sevens, P250s, CZs. 1 scout for Zai Wu. Starts things off with a tang on NATO Safix, but Team Vitality, you've got to think of the grand scheme of things, this probably is going to end up being a Heroic round. They put a lot of nades right down. Raining Thunder on Apex. It's a 5-on-4. Get the utility at the very least, drop that 1 CT player, but a flash for Alex and nothing else. We'll flash RPK in to get the monster control as the T's have rotated away and not going to give him any of that info. They will leave Freiburg back to take him out just in case. Mid control established by Vitality. They're going to rotate the 3rd man out towards the A side defense, but NBK not going to do much with that pistol against that AK. 5-7 down. 2 players make their way in through mid as Heroic go for the counter rotation. Back over to the B-bomb site. Starvin gets Zaiwu, gets Alex the same, and RPK is last man remaining. 1 versus 5. Will catch off, can't take Starvin down. A simple bullet away, and eventually he will go falling. But the scout versus 4. He might take Blame and NATO Safix down, potentially. Potentially is the key word there. But it's not going to do much. They've got money to buy back on Heroic. As we go into the final round of regulation. Heroic playing for overtime. Vitality playing for the victory. The double orbs come out from Zaiwu and Alex. Single orb for NATO Safix, AKs, AUGs, M4 for Apex. Vitality versus Heroic. And first contact coming through towards the connected position. Molotov's in, they're going to rush it straight down. MBK suspected to be players out here. Nade on S tag will not take him down. As Heroic established a lot of control early on, damage will be done. But no kills swinging either way just yet. I say that, and Freiburg taps on taps, and Alex goes falling. Opening casualty against the CT side. How much further can they take it? No face from RPK, no more information gained. Heroic 4 frags away from taking this OT. RPK gets tagged down to 1 point of health vitality, losing control. It's Heroic 4 back out of positions. A lot of HP damage done to them, but the same can be said for the CT side. As Apex picks up the mantle of AWP and Zywoo repositions back over on the A-bomb site. He's going to have to be the precious part of the defensive. Heroic coming in the last second. This could potentially hurt them. To keep us alive in the series, MBK rotate to stop it. As smokes come forward, Zywoo's going to get blind off. MBK caught up by the flashbang all the same, but he'll get up close. And NATO Static starts to make the peeks in. A third player joins the fray. It's RPK. It's 15 seconds. Heroic got to go quick. MBK can potentially deny his flashbangs over. The AWP catches the first bang. Looks back in for the second. He can't get it done. But look at MBK spraying on the bomb partner. Can't quite do it. Retake coming through. RPK gets 2 frags. Apex comes in. It crumbles in a matter of seconds. But 1 HP for RPK. Comes up with the triple and just holds on to the 16th for vitality. Barely but the skin of their teeth. But they will be moving forward. They are going to Cologne above Heroic.